Hello and welcome to our channel. In this video we are counting down on best of the best German films from 2000 to 2020, not to be missed by anyone. Those who love German films must give it a try and leave a comment below how many films you have already seen from this list or intent to see. Now let's get started. 10. Look Who's Back 2015. Directed by David Nent. In 2014, Adolf Hitler wakes up in a vacant lot in Berlin with no memory of anything that happened after 1945. Homeless and destitute, he interprets everything he sees in 2011 from a Nazi perspective, and although everyone recognizes him, nobody believes that he is Hitler. Instead, they think he is either a comedian or a method actor. As a result, videos of his angry rants become hugely successful on YouTube, and he achieves modern celebrity status. 9. In the Fade 2001. Directed by Fatih Akin. Katia, her ex-con Kurdish-German husband Nuri, and their young bespectacled violin-playing son Rocco might seem at first glance like an atypical family, but in a few short scenes we come to understand the messy and beautiful reality of their life. So when sudden tragedy strikes in the form of a bombing, the impact is all the more profound. Katia now finds herself alone, facing grief and menacing probing from authorities and family alike. Seeking relief, she turns to drugs and the thought of what her husband might do in her place. Wrestling between fragile moments of self-destruction and those of unwavering commitment to avenging the death of her family. 8. Barbara 2012. Directed by Christian Petzold. Set in 1980, director Christian Petzold's latest work centers on a doctor exiled to a small town from East Berlin as punishment for applying for an exit visa from the GDR. Planning to flee for Denmark with her boyfriend, Barbara remains icy and withdrawn around her colleagues, particularly with the lead physician, who is hiding a secret of his own. With her patients, however, the guarded doctor is kind, warm, and protective, even risking her own safety for one of her charges. But as the day of her planned escape quickly approaches, Barbara starts to lose control over herself, her plans, and over love. 7. The Collini Case 2019. Directed by Marco Kreutzpaintner. 2001, Fabrizio Collini, Franco Nero, a retired Italian worker, who had been living in Germany for 35 years, kills an elderly wealthy industrialist well known throughout the country. Collini's defense has been assigned to a public defender, the young lawyer Kasper Leinen, Elias Mbarek, at his first major trial. However, Kasper had been a protege of the murdered person, who he considered as a kind of father. 6. The Captain 2017. Directed by Robert Schwentke. A German army deserter finds a Nazi captain's abandoned uniform during the final weeks of World War II. Emboldened by the authority it suddenly grants him, he amasses a band of stragglers that cedes to his every command despite the suspicions of some. Citing direct orders from Hitler himself, he soon takes command of a camp that holds German soldiers accused of desertion and begins to dispense harsh justice. 5. Balloon 2018. Directed by Michael Herbig. In the summer of 1979, the Strelzik and Wetzel families develop a daring plan to flee the GDR to West Germany in a self-made hot air balloon. About to attempt an escape in perfect wind conditions, Gunter Wetzel decides it is too dangerous. He thinks the balloon is too small for 8 people, and his wife Petra is afraid for their 2 children. Therefore, they stop trying to escape for a short time. Doris and Peter Strelzik now want to dare to escape alone with their 2 sons. His son Frank has fallen in love with Clara Baumann, the daughter of his neighbor Eric, who works for the Stasi, and writes her a farewell letter. For the Experiment 2001. Directed by Oliver Hirschbiegel. As part of a psychological research project, 20 recruits will be divided up into prisoners and guards. In a controlled penitentiary-like environment, prisoners are incarcerated and ordered to obey the rules, guards are instructed to keep order. They will be thrown headfirst into a 2-week-long examination of the effects of assigned roles, power and control, and won't be the same when it's over. But it's just a simulation. Or is it? 3. Head-On 2004. Directed by Fatih Akin. Kahit, Bayral Anel, stumbles from bar to bar in Hamburg, Germany, lost in an alcoholic haze. The boozy Turkish immigrant crashes his car into a wall, which lands him in a mental institution. There he meets the suicidal Sibel Kikili. She convinces him to marry her, because otherwise her family will arrange her marriage to a Turkish man of their choosing. She proposes a deal to Kahit: she will cook and clean for him and they can see other people. Thus begins their strange romance. 2 Downfall 2004. Directed by Oliver Hirschbiegel. In 1942, young Traudl Junge, Alexandra Maria Lara, lands her dream job, secretary to Adolf Hitler, Bruno Ganz, at the peak of his power. 3 years later, Hitler's empire is now his underground bunker. The real-life Traudl narrates Hitler's final days as he rages against imagined betrayers and barks orders to phantom armies, while his mistress, Eva Braun, Julianne Kohler, clucks over his emotional distance, and other infamous Nazis prepare for the end. 1 The Lives of Others 2006. Directed by Florian Henkel von Donnersmarck. In 1983 East Berlin, dedicated Stasi officer Gerd Wiesler, Ulrich Mew, doubting that a famous playwright, Sebastian Koch, is loyal to the Communist Party, receives approval to spy on the man and his actress lover Christa Maria, Martina Gedeck. Wiesler becomes unexpectedly sympathetic to the couple, then faces conflicting loyalties when his superior takes a liking to Christa Maria and orders Wiesler to get the playwright out of the way. So that was the list, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching Best of the Best German Films Countdown. For more updates make sure you subscribe to our channel. The handle is right in front of you.